All right, guys, today we're going to talk about how to do banks from 1, 2, and 3 diamonds back to a corner pocket when the object ball is frozen or near frozen to the rail, okay, within a half an inch. All right, if I was to bank this like I needed to, not playing any spin, okay, I'm going to get a double kiss. All right, so if we avoid that double kiss by cutting it a little bit more, we're naturally going to come into here and we're going to miss the bank as well, okay, as you can see. So, how do we make that shot? Okay, well, we can hit it just a tiny bit harder. That helps just a little bit. But the main thing is that we have to apply about one tip of inside towards the pocket that I'm going to. So inside right spin. Okay, so I'm going to cut it like I'm going to be shooting it into here, but I'm going to play one tip of front hand English. I'm not going to pivot the backhand of my cue. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute though. All right, and one tip of right spin, and all day long, guys. Okay, you see that? Shot that at about 4.5, 4 weight to 5 weight, probably about 4.5. Okay, let's check out a few other examples. Okay, now we're essentially on diamond number 2, straight on. And don't worry, I'm going to cover what happens if you're off on different angles, okay? We're going to go through a really neat method for beginners to make all these banks within 3 diamonds, even from various angles. I'll show you how, okay? On this one, what you want to do is aim. So I'm 2 diamonds here. I need to carry it 2 diamonds to the pocket because I'm straight on, okay? So we need 2 diamonds of distance here on the bank with it nearly being frozen. Okay, so the aim point here is center cue ball to the edge of the 3 ball, okay? And we are going to pivot out one tip of left outside spin away from the pocket, shooter's left, my left, okay? Outside left spin in this case, all right? Here is a close-up of what I'm talking about when I say aim center to edge and how to pivot out your cue. I'm using my backhand on this case, okay? All right, so aim center to edge, I pivot out one tip. Okay, check out this point of view close up. Okay, guys, this is a point of view, okay? On these banks, we want our set point to be center of the cue ball, aiming to the edge of the 3. Draw a line and picture that, okay? Now, when we pivot, it's going to be a 1-tip pivot or back to center or a 2-tip pivot. See that? So here we go, center cue ball, 1-tip, 2-tip pivot. Okay, so I'm moving the back hand of my cue. I'm not moving my front hand bridge. Okay, so that is our set point. Okay, so let's make this ball this time. Okay, so first thing we want to aim center of the cue ball to the edge of the 3. Okay, once we get that line, everything feels good. I'll stop my tip right near the cue ball. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot out one tip, and then we're going to let it go in. Okay, here comes the cue ball. All right, so you see that? That was center to edge with a 1-tip pivot outside. Okay, gives us that 2 diamond range. Now, you're not going to make it every time. Here, we'll probably miss it this time. Center to edge, pivot out. Well, maybe we will make it every time. I'm trying to miss it here. Let's try one more time, all right? So, this is a good practical shot for pretty much any skill level, especially if you're struggling with these types of banks. It's also important to not overhit this. You don't want to hit this harder than lag weight. In fact, it should be just a little bit lighter than lag weight. Just enough that you let that ball drift in there. Center to edge, 1-tip pivot. Ah, there. That time we just missed it. All right. So I'll do one more and then I'll show you what it's like to do it when you're not straight on. Okay, check it out. Okay, guys. We're on the third diamond now, still straight on, even though it might not look that way from the camera angle, but I want you to be able to see the corner pocket. So let's shoot this the same way, center to edge. I'm going to pivot 2 tips this time, okay? 2 tips of outside. Here's the pivot, and let's let it go in there. All right, so that's how you do 1, 2, and 3 diamonds if you're straight on, okay? The first diamond, we have to use inside spin. 2 diamonds and 3 diamonds, basically we used a 1-tip pivot and a 2-tip pivot. Okay, so now, what if you're not straight on those lines? Good question, check it out. All right, let's go back near diamond number 1, okay? Well, if you want to make it exactly, it would be more here or whatever, but okay, we're right across from diamond number 1. Yes, we are straight on. Now, what if we move it to about here? Okay, there. I moved it, I don't know, a third of a diamond, okay? But that's not the angle. The angle now, for me to aim center to edge, is basically a full diamond back from here. You see where the back of my cue is stroking over? If I was to stroke this, I'm stroking right over the pocket, okay? So it's a full diamond back from where I would have been stroking on the angle from this diamond to this diamond. Okay, you got that? That's important. All right, so now we shoot this the same as the 2 diamond shot. Okay, center to edge with a 1-tip outside pivot, guys. Okay, because basically we need a 2 diamond distance on the center to edge right there. Okay, 1-tip pivot, and it's in there, guys. Okay, so that's how you can quantify how to play these shots. Okay, so and if you were on this angle, now you need like 3 diamonds. So that's the same as a 3 diamond. So that's a center to edge with a full 2-tip pivot. Okay, now I'm not going to go this way because now you're getting into a different type of shot altogether. Okay, we're talking here um, these types of banks where your cue ball is going away from the pockets, your object ball is going towards the pocket, okay? So let's look at another couple examples like this so you can pick up your stroke line and try to figure out how many diamonds you need to adjust for, okay? Okay, guys, now we're on the second diamond, the head string. You can see the line here, I think, right? Okay, so that's 2 diamonds away from the pocket. All right, so let's just move the cue ball about a ball off, okay? No big deal, right? Yes, it is, because I moved it a full diamond. Why is that? Well, I'm closer to the cube of the object ball, so every little bit creates a bigger angle. Okay, so if I was to stroke this now, I'm actually over a diamond. Okay, there. If I was to stroke this now, I'm stroking over the diamond mark here, okay? So we have 1 diamond here of extra angle, plus the 2 diamonds to make up from the head string to the corner pocket. 3 diamonds. Let's treat it like a normal 3 diamond shot like we did over here, which is what? Center to edge with 2 outside tips of pivot. All right, so here we go. Center to edge, and we might not make it, but we will get very close, okay? Center to edge, 2 tips of pivot. Oh, and that's very, very close, okay? Very close. Let's try it again. All right, let's try again. Again, I'm only an inch or 2 off the head string here, okay? But it's, on angle wise, it's a full diamond, okay? So again, 1 diamond off angle plus the 2 diamonds that we need to bank it is 3. So let's treat it like a 3 diamond shot, center to edge, 2 tips of pivot, and we'll get it in there. All right, so that's how you measure up some off angle shots. Again, it's important to let those drift in. Do not shoot them hard it's generally not going to work. You do have to shoot them harder when you get to 4, 5, and 6 diamonds. I did a video where I did a straight on one from 6 diamonds away and banked it into here. It's only possible by hitting it hard because it has to travel so far. And you need that maximum amount of outside spin on it, okay? But this is an easy way to do banks within the half table, okay? So we're just working in this area here, and generally we're working with 1, 2, and 3 diamonds, okay? 1 diamond, when you're straight on, you actually have to play some inside spin to avoid the double kiss, to straighten it out a little bit, okay? So that it doesn't go too wide. Every other one, it's way easier if you play the outside spin, and it's an easy way to quantify it if you do the 1 tip pivot and the 2 tip pivot for the 2 diamonds and the 3 diamonds. And then understand how you have to shoot it. If you're a diamond out, or if you're a half diamond out, you may just want to hit it a little harder, a little softer. It's going to take practice, guys. You got to practice these shots, okay? Because some of it is going to be feel. Guaranteed, some of this is feel, which means you've got to hit it a million times to understand it. But you have a general baseline to understand with the 1 and 2 tip outside pivots and measuring up how far you are on the backside of your stroke, how many diamonds or half diamonds you are out, so that you can adjust your pivot amount. Okay, so even you beginners can start to make these banks if you just follow that simple recipe. All right, talk soon, guys.